Welcome to Wednesday's market SITREP here at Top Gun Options. Matthew Buckley, my call sign is Wiz, and there's the headline right there on the Drudge Report, no less. Jobs go boom. And yes, they did, folks. The March ADP was just blown out of the water, folks. 298,000 for the month. So this is technically Trump's real first jobs report. Remember, this is ADP, folks. We'll get the real, quote unquote, the liar number on Friday. Why do I call it the liar number? Because it's U3, right? Viewers and members here at TGO know the real unemployment number is actually called U6, but I digress. We'll cover that on Friday. So this is a massive number, folks. Just completely out of the blue. And this is his first real jobs report since he's been commander-in-chief and president, all this good stuff. So this is massive. This is very good news. But some of you might be sitting here going, all right, Wiz, well, if this was such a great jobs report, then why are we wallowing around here? Well, first of all, we're wallowing around this technical level that I covered Monday in my weekly options live trade brief at 1 o'clock. This 2360. There was that short squeeze on his inauguration on his State of the Union speech that I said the market would most likely sell on that. I was wrong, but I was right because it was a sell on that. Got a short squeeze, and then we've kind of just eased off. So with this massive gain in employment from ADP, why is the Dow down 16 and the market up 1? Well, check this. Here's your next headline. March rate hike odds reach 100%. I don't think I've seen that before. 100%. The Fed funds futures rate is at 100% for next week. So I think the market's kind of digesting this whole, wow, that was a sizzling jobs number. I think we're actually getting to the point now where people are questioning, is the Fed just going to raise 25 bips or is it going to be 50? For next week, it's going to be 25, folks. I think now the debate might shift out to further Fed meetings where we might see a half a point increase if this thing starts sizzling. And we're starting to sizzle, guys. The economy is doing a hell of a lot better than it was under the Manchurian candidate. Real quick, I'm going to be covering all of this tomorrow. I need you to head to go.topgunoptions.com/test-flight. And I'm going to be at 4:30 tomorrow after the close. It's Thursday, March 9th at 4:30 after the close, after I get done settling all my positions and stuff. I'm going to do this is especially for the investor inspiration folks that I presented to last weekend or whenever it was last week. Over 1,000 of you attended, and this is going to be a special webinar for you. But if you're hearing me and you're not part of that group, because they're going to get a special email invite, if you're watching this video, you can come, okay? Go.topgunoptions.com/test-flight. And we're going to be talking about this, trading the Trump rally, sell or buy. Hint, it's both. Whether we're employing our weekly options tactics for short-term tactical strikes, we got a little bull put spread on this week. Our weekly options trades have been crushing since the beginning of the year, man. This has been phenomenal. And then we have longer term trades on. Check out, here's our accelerated retirement portfolio. And I have accelerated retirement today at 1. Check out our Facebook positions, man. Up $9 grand, $8 grand, $7 grand year to date, folks. These are massive gains here. JP Morgan, love our JP Morgan positions. This one's up $23,000 in about 9 months, over $3,000 a month. This one's on about a month or two, and it's up about $1 grand. Having a blast in accelerated retirement and a lot of our other portfolios as well. So stop by tomorrow. And you can take a test flight into a couple of our services. Back on this stuff. The market's also wallowing around today, folks, because we got North Korea. China even came out today and said, the risk is pretty high of a war between North Korea and the United States. Everybody should just throttle back. When China's acting like the adult, you should be worried. I'm worried about North Korea. Japan's actually debating today in their Japanese Defense Forces or in their parliament and all that stuff about a potential first strike against North Korea. This is getting real, folks. I'm not the, well, maybe some days I am, the crazy guy on the exit ramp out here on I-95 with my tinfoil hat saying the end is near. It's getting pretty damn close. So also some mixed data out of China recently, a trade deficit in February, but was also accompanied by a surprise rise in foreign currency reserves. We're also going to cover this tomorrow. I couldn't be more bullish on China, potential trade war whiz, and all sorts. Trump comes out of the gate as a negotiator and sits on his end zone, and usually you meet in the middle. That's the way you negotiate, and that's the way you get things done and live happily ever after, is meeting in the middle, not just sitting there. So Trump's initial salvos on China were met to really stir the pot. That ain't going to happen. So, yeah, I'm long-term bullish on China. The GOP plan to repeal Obamacare and replace it, everybody hates it. Conservatives hate it and liberals hate it. So I guess if everybody hates it, it might be pretty good. I don't know. I fall down, obviously, a little bit more on the conservative side, and they really needed to get this and put the Republican plan, the alleged one that they had the whole time Obamacare was getting rolled out, like, we have a better plan. Nobody listened to it because it was noise. Now that they're being challenged on it, they roll this thing out. More to come on that. The best thing about this, though, folks, is it's essentially a $1 billion tax cut for a lot of people. That's the math I've seen, that if it is repealed and replaced, and that goes right to the bottom line, folks, from college students who would have to pay a fine or a tax, thank you, Justice Roberts, to businesses who, I know you work 60 hours a week here, ma'am. Unfortunately, now we're going to cut you to 29 because of the health care stuff. Holy crap, and that person has to scramble and go get another job. All of that stuff fades away and can only be bullish for the economy, okay? Oil's still walling around in the mid-50s, folks. China, a slowing China economically and an increasing Russia oil production is very bearish for oil right now, so I'm keeping an eye on oil prices. Talked about this yesterday and laughed at it, how JP Morgan is joining Goldman Sachs and Citi trying to put a wet blanket on this market. We see increasing risk of sell-off in the near term. Okay, how much and when? Well, we don't know any of that. Okay, a broken clock is right twice a day, folks, so telling us this does nothing. So JP Morgan is just doing the, hey, unlike Wiz, we missed out on everything and got all of this to the left side of the chart wrong. And now they're trying to get it right by saying the risk of a sell-off is pretty high. On what? Blistering jobs number, good earnings, nuclear war in Korea, everything's going to sell off, folks. So the least of your worries is going to be your portfolio if we go to nuclear war, if there's a flare-up over there, or with Iran. It cut the stock market in half. So I get it, JP Morgan, but the fundamentals of this economy are pretty damn strong and hitting on all cylinders. So that's why I'm saying both. Trading the Trump rally tomorrow at 4:30, sell or buy. Hint, both. We're going to take a look at a potential short-term tactical trade, maybe a weekly options trade, and a longer-term Jan 19 trade, maybe in a financial, maybe in a tech. The tech stocks are doing great. Our Apple positions are doing phenomenal, with Apple up here at 140s-ish. Who would have thunk it? So head to go.topgunoptions.com/test-flight, and you can grab your seat for tomorrow. Okay? All right, I got to run. I got to do accelerated retirement here in a little bit, so I'll see many of you tomorrow at 4:30, and if not, I'll see my accelerated retirement folks in a couple hours. We'll see you.